Today is Friday, October 20th, and last night we had a Thursday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Saints, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Despite my lack of interest in this game, I had literally zero interest in watching this, but I did because I love football. It actually turned out to be a pretty good game. That's what happened. Great coaching and great play calling on both sides of the ball for both teams. This one just came down to sheer grit and who was able to execute their job better. That's what happened. Alvin Kamara had a bit of a rough start. He had a drop pass that Derek Carr threw directly to him that completely bounced off his hands. He had one rushing attempt where he just completely slipped and fell in the backfield for a loss, but he ended up cleaning up his act and he finished up with 353. That's all purpose too. That's on the ground and in the air. That's what happened. Derek Carr didn't have too bad of a game either. 33 of 55 for 301 and 2 TDs. Even got one on the ground too, rushing. That's what happened. Actually, I screwed up on the stats. Derek Carr did not have a rushing touchdown last night. That was actually Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill, not Derek Carr. That's what happened. I don't know what it was with the Saints last night, but they just kept giving themselves red zone blue balls every time they got near the end zone. That's what happened. It was like in that one cutaway gag for Family Guy. That one guy that's always trying to get nasty with his girl, but something always ends up happening to kill the mood. You remember which one I'm talking about?
I was about to bone my girlfriend out at the lake, but suddenly she yelled, so I looked up and it was Bigfoot.
So what happened next?
Then I went back to bone her, but the mosquitoes were going crazy and she said there was no way.
That was some good laughing right there. You ought to get you some. That entire scenario that you just witnessed was the Saints' relationship with the end zone for 3 quarters of last night's game. That's what happened. How about that Jacksonville O-line, though? Trevor Lawrence ain't get sacked one time. That Saints defense thought they was about to run up in there and have a feast. But that Jaguars offensive line was like,
Not up in here!
hold the line, boys. Don't let them in. That's what happened. Trevor Lawrence didn't have too bad of a game either. He was 20 of 29 for 204, had 1 TD, and included 8 carries for 59 yards, which gives him a grand total of 263. That's what happened. Had less carries and more yards than Travis Etienne, but Etienne's yards had more value to them because they came with 2 touchdowns. That's what happened. I give the Saints their credit, though. They fought back hard in that fourth quarter. They ended up scoring 2 TDs, one from Taysom Hill and the other one from Michael Thomas, and they had a 2-point conversion for Alvin Kamara that tied up the game at 24. But unfortunately, Christian Kirk was like, let me go ahead and throw a monkey wrench at those plans. That's what happened. Christian Kirk ended up catching a pass and taking off for like 65 yards that put them up 31-24 with less than 3 minutes left in the game. Saints, y'all got a chance for a comeback, so tell me, what's going to happen? Ooh, I'll tell you what happened. My man Foster Moreau. Buddy, that was tough to watch, man. That stings. Everything that could have gone right on that play did go right except for your execution on the play. It was a complete defensive breakdown for the Jaguars secondary. Both of the DBs that were tasked with covering your zone, they bunkered down towards the front of the end zone. They didn't even know that you were behind them in the back corner. Derek Carr seen you immediately and gave you the most perfect pass that he could throw to your hands. And what did you do with it?
Carr to the end zone, off the fingertip. The execution is there. The one hitch ball out. A miscommunication by the Jags. He had 2 defenders that watched both the defenders, Jenkins and Brown, 30 and 2, to sit up front. Big hole in the back. Carr read it perfectly. The ball's just...
That look on his face at the end of that play just screams, I screwed up. And not just like a regular screwed up. That was a I screwed up. Got to make that catch, man. You got to make that catch. That's your moment right there. You would have been the hero of the game because you would have sealed the game right then and there. But it happened. Nothing you can do about it now. Can't take it back. Move on, learn from it, and hopefully you get them next time. That's what happened. All in all, it was a pretty enjoyable game. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. As far as the Jaguars, any critique for them, I don't have any. They came out, they executed, and they got the job done. Their offense got the yards when they needed them, they got the points when they needed them, and their defense made the stops when they needed them. As far as the Saints, that's a whole different story. For the first 3 quarters, they couldn't even get a touchdown on the board. All 9 of their points came from 3 field goals. They ended up kicking 4 of them. They didn't make the first one, so they just kicked field goals for 3 quarters. And their first touchdown didn't end up coming into the fourth quarter, and that was from Taysom Hill on the QB key. But I give them their credit. They fought back in that fourth quarter, and they ended up tying the game up. But because of Christian Kirk, he scored a late game touchdown on that 65-yard run, and Once again, Foster Moreau, man, you got to make that catch. You have to make that catch. Everything went right on that play, and if you make that catch, we're having a whole totally different conversation right now. So congrats to the Jaguars. You guys went out there and executed and got it done, and you're walking away with the win now. And I think we'll end that one right there. College football. There's no Colorado game this week. They're on the bye week, so I'll probably end up covering the Ohio State game. And as far as the NFL on Sunday, you know I cover my Browns. We got the Colts this weekend. And you know we coming off of that extremely unexpected win against the 49ers, so you know morale is through the roof right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out. So I'll catch you guys next time.